Hey guys, welcome back to My 10 Drama. Raise your hand if you thought 2026 was going to be a slow year for K-dramas. Yeah, me too. But wow, were we wrong. We've already gotten a mountain of incredible romantic comedies, and I've been taking notes for you. From globetrotting translators to a Chosun villainess causing chaos in modern Seoul, I've narrowed it down to the 10 best new rom-coms that have dropped so far this year. These are shows that are either fully released or currently airing, so grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's dive into the best romantic laughs of 2026. 10. Spring Fever. Kicking us off at number 10 is Spring Fever on Prime Video. This was actually the very first major romance K-drama of 2026, premiering on January 5th. It's based on a web novel by Baek Min-ah, and honestly, it's just pure comfort food for your soul. An Bo-hyun plays Sun Jae-gyu, this intimidating businessman with tattoos who has to take care of his nephew in a quiet countryside town. Think tough guy exterior, but inside, total softie. I mean, he cooks ramyeon with the concentration of a bomb disposal expert. Lee Ju-bin plays the local high school teacher who sees right through his whole "I'm scary" act. The show was shot in Pohang, right by the ocean, and the coastal scenery is absolutely stunning. It makes the whole thing feel like a warm hug. The bickering and the slow burn grumpy meets sunshine dynamic is just top tier. It aired every Monday and Tuesday through February 10th, so it's fully available to binge right now. If you're looking for something simple, sweet, and healing, start here. 9. Positively Yours. At number 9, we have Positively Yours, which you can find on Viki. Okay, full transparency, this one is based on a popular webtoon, and I know some hardcore fans were upset because the drama changed a few plot points from the original. But if you go in without comparing, it's a really sweet ride. It premiered on January 17th and wrapped up on February 22nd after 12 episodes. Choi Jin-hyuk plays Kang Do-jun, a chaebol CEO who's sworn off marriage. Oh Yeon-so plays Jang Hui-won, this super workaholic career woman who's also sworn off love. Their worlds collide after a one-night stand leads to an unexpected pregnancy, forcing them into a chaotic co-parenting situation. The show is full of classic rom-com moments: the tension, the secret glances, the inevitable fall into real feelings. It became number 1 in weekly viewership across North America and Europe during its run, so clearly, a lot of you loved it too. If you want that classic pregnancy contract trope with genuine warmth, this one's for you. 8. To My Beloved Thief. Number 8 is To My Beloved Thief on Viki. And let me just say up front, this drama is wild, in the best way. This historical rom-com premiered on January 3rd on KBS2. Nam Ji-hyun plays Hong Eun-jo, a physician by day who moonlights as the legendary thief Hong Gil-dong at night, stealing from corrupt officials. Moon Sang-min plays Yi Yeol, a grand prince who secretly works as a government officer to sharpen his detective skills. And then, body swap. Yes, you heard me right, they switch souls. It's chaotic, it's messy, and honestly, the execution isn't always perfect. There's a lot going on. But when it works, it really works. The chemistry between the leads is electric, and watching a prim prince try to survive as a common thief is comedy gold. It's available internationally on Viki. If you loved Mr. Queen and want something in that same vein of chaotic historical body swap energy, definitely check this out. 7. Undercover Miss Hong. At number 7, we have Undercover Miss Hong on Netflix. This one premiered on January 17th and ran for 16 episodes, wrapping up on March 8th. It's set in the late 1990s, and oh my god, the nostalgia factor is real. Park Shin-hye plays Hong Gumbo, a sharp 35-year-old financial investigator who has to go undercover as a 20-year-old intern at a securities firm to expose corruption. And guess who the new CEO of that firm is? Her ex-boyfriend, played by Go Kyung-pyo. The physical comedy of Park Shin-hye, a badass professional woman trying to act like a clumsy young intern, is absolutely hilarious. She trips over files, she pretends to be clueless, and all while her ex-boyfriend is standing right there, completely unaware. The show balances crime, comedy, and romance really well, and it actually peaked at a 13.9% nationwide rating, which is huge for a cable drama. If you love retro vibes and undercover hijinks, this is a must-watch. 6. The Practical Guide to Love. Number 6 is The Practical Guide to Love, available on Viki and HBO Max. This one is different. It's not about chaebols or secret agents or fantasy creatures. It's about normal people. It premiered on February 28th on JTBC and wrapped up on April 5th after 12 episodes. Han Ji-min plays Lee Woo-young, a successful hotel manager who's great at her job but terrible at love. She's tired of waiting for a fairy tale romance, so she decides to get practical about it and goes on a series of blind dates. Enter two very different men. Park Sung-hoon plays Song Tae-sup, a warm and stable woodworker, and Lee Ki-taek plays Shin Ji-soo, a spontaneous and exciting guy. What I love about this drama is how brutally honest it is about modern dating, the awkward conversations, the ghosting, the fear of being vulnerable. There's an episode where her mom gives her a speech about not settling for less than she deserves, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried. It's mature, it's realistic, and it's easily one of the most relatable shows on this list. 5. Sold Out on You. At number 5, we have Sold Out on You on Netflix. And yes, the title is a pun, and yes, I love it. This one premiered on April 22nd on SBS, with international streaming on Netflix. It's currently still airing, so we're all waiting on those last few episodes together. An Hyo-sup plays Matthew Lee, a perfectionist farmer who also runs a natural cosmetics company. Yes, a mushroom farmer who makes skincare. Chae Won-bin plays Dam Ye-jin, a top home shopping show host who suffers from severe insomnia. Their bickering is absolutely phenomenal. They start off as total opposites. She's chaotic and desperate for sleep. He's methodical and grumpy. Every scene they're in, they're throwing insults at each other while secretly helping each other. He sends her mushroom tea for her insomnia. She secretly redesigns his brand's Instagram. And Kim Bum is here as the flirty second lead, so prepare your hearts for major second lead syndrome. The show hit number 1 on Netflix's global top 10 for non-English TV shows in its premiere week, and I completely get why. The chemistry is insane. 4. No Tale to Tell. Number 4 is No Tale to Tell on Netflix. This fantasy rom-com premiered on January 16th and ran for 12 episodes through February 21st. Kim Hae-yoon plays Eun-ho, a 900-year-old nine-tailed fox who has zero interest in becoming human. She's sassy, she's mischievous, and she just wants to keep her magical powers and stay young forever. Lohman plays Kang Si-yeol, a super disciplined, world-class soccer star whose perfectly organized life gets thrown into chaos when he meets her. The dynamic is perfect. She's chaotic magic, he's serious structure. There's a scene where she accidentally makes flowers bloom in his hair during a press conference, and he has to pretend nothing is happening while trying to brush them off. I laughed so hard I choked. But beneath the comedy, there's real depth. Eun-ho is actually lonely. She's lived for centuries and watched everyone she loved grow old and die. And Si-yeol, despite his confident exterior, is desperate for someone to see him as more than just an athlete. It debuted at number 1 on Korea's Buzz charts and cracked the Netflix top 10 globally almost instantly. A total must-watch. 3. Filing for Love. At number 3, we have Filing for Love on TVN, with international streaming on Viki. This workplace romantic comedy premiered on April 25th and is still currently airing. Shin Hae-sun plays Ju In-ah, the head of the audit department. She's tough, she's eccentric, and she's hiding a massive secret. Gong Myung plays No Ki-jun, the former ace of the department who gets demoted to the team that handles internal misconduct after a corruption scandal. The tension between them is off the charts. He starts investigating her, thinking she's involved in some shady affair, but the more he digs, the more he falls for her. There's a scene where he says, "Can that happen all of a sudden? I mean, suddenly falling for someone you've known all along." And the way he looks at her, I felt it in my bones. Shin Hae-sun is incredible at balancing comedy and emotional depth, and Gong Myung matches her perfectly. It's sharp, it's clever, and it's easily one of the best workplace romances I've seen in years. Number 2 is My Royal Nemesis on Netflix and SBS. This drama is the wildest ride of 2026 so far. It premiered on May 8th and is currently still airing, with a total of 14 episodes expected to wrap on June 20th. Lim Ji-yeon plays Shin So-ri, a struggling actress whose body gets possessed by the soul of a Joseon-era villainess, a royal concubine who was condemned to death by poison. Hyo Nam-jun plays Cha Se-ge, a ruthless chaebol heir and the descendant of the man who betrayed her in her past life. The fish-out-of-water comedy is absolutely hilarious. She tries to bow to an elevator. She attacks him with a leaf because she thinks it's a weapon. She has no idea what a cell phone is. But beneath all that chaos, there's a really touching story about trauma, injustice, and second chances. The first episode hit a 4.1% nationwide rating, and the second episode jumped to 5.4%. Lim Ji-yeon is absolutely incredible, balancing comedy and emotional depth effortlessly. If you haven't started this yet, you are missing out. 1. Can This Love Be Translated? And finally, my number 1 new rom-com of 2026 so far is Can This Love Be Translated on Netflix. This drama premiered on January 16th and is the perfect way to start the year. Written by the legendary Hong sisters, who brought us Alchemy of Souls and Hotel del Luna, this show is pure magic. Kim Son-ho plays Ju Ho-jin, a multilingual interpreter who's fluent in several languages. Go Young-jung plays Cha Moo-hee, a global superstar actress dealing with the pressures of fame. The story follows them across multiple countries, from South Korea to Japan to Europe, as they're thrown together for a high-profile project. What makes this drama so special is how it avoids every single cliché. There's no amnesia, no evil mother-in-law, no childhood connection. It's just two people slowly, beautifully learning each other's language of love, literally and figuratively. The chemistry between Kim Son-ho and Go Young-jung is electric. The cinematography is stunning. Every frame looks like a painting. And the Hong sisters remind everyone why they're legends. It's not just the best rom-com of 2026 so far, it's one of the best I've seen in years. And those are my top 10 new rom-com K-dramas of 2026 so far. Now I want to hear from you. What has been your favorite rom-com this year? Did I miss any hidden gems? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a video from My 10 Drama. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!